Hey guys, Kofa Commentary here, and in today's video I'm going to be reviewing Miss Dafne Schippers. Now, before we get into this video, I want to let everyone know that I was a big fan of Dafne long before I started making videos on YouTube and this channel, so you gotta understand this lady holds a special place in my heart, and then I want you guys to understand something. Just because Dafne can do the 100 meters in 10.8 seconds and she can finish up that fast does not mean that you should as a guy, alright? 7 to 8 is apparently the area which is desirable or satisfactory, but we should always be aiming for a lot longer, you know what I mean? You gotta aim for marathon status, okay? When it comes to the most important things in life and how long you can last, alright? There is help in the form of a blue pill that can help you out, but anyways, that's getting way too much into detail because I want to get on with this video, so without any further ado, let's get into it. So as you can see guys, Dafne's lining up at a spot. She's got her back turned, cameraman not doing us any favors. There we go. As you can tell guys, you can understand why I was a big fan of Dafne Schippers back in the day. She's got that face that you just cannot say no to, you know what I mean? Like, it's just something about her, it's magical. Like, you know, there's some athletes that come and go, but there's some that you'll always remember, and Dafne's just one of those athletes. Now, back in the day, she used to go up against a competitor, Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, or I think that's her name or something to that effect, and she would always lose to her. If my memory serves me right, she may have been a Jamaican lady, but yeah, she has had quite a few victories over Dafne in the past. One thing to remember guys is that Dafne is one hell of a runner. Like I said, I think her record for the 100 meters or personal best is about 10.81, which is no joke guys, not at all. And Miss Thompson over there, great set of flowers as a crown over her head. See Dafne getting ready. You can tell that this is quite an intense feeling. You can only imagine what is going through these guys' minds as they line up for the tracks. She's probably deep breathing, inhaling. This is when the mental side of the sports kicks in. As you can see, the ladies all eyeing up, wanting to be number one. Especially the Jamaican lady, Samson or Miss Simpson up front. We've got some more talent over here. But again, the cameraman not giving us a full frontal or back shot of what's really important, but that's okay. These track and field events don't always tend to be the best when it comes to like the visual and the physical or the aesthetic appeal, or appealing to that, I should say. I'm sure many of the viewers have seen my Alicia Schmidt video from a while back. Understand that these type of events generally don't do favors in terms of bringing out the best qualities of the athletes. That's what the slow motion's for, and that's what the close-up and the replays are for, and so I'm pretty sure that we'll probably be looking at that as well. Our Griffin Joyner, there we go. It's looking like a tough meet over here. As you can see the lineup, Miss Schippers is over there. A woman that will always hold a special place in my heart. And as you can see the cameraman getting lined up. Maybe these guys don't tend to hold the same type of, I guess, priorities that I would expect, you know what I mean? And obviously Miss Simpson isn't a fan of the camera close-up. She prefers for it to be out of her face. I mean, she may seem happy, but you can kind of gauge that she was feeling a bit awkward. And you got Miss Karma over here, very serious look on her face. You can tell that if this lady is the type that does have fun, it's probably not on the track or the field, more so probably outside of it. Ooh, Miss McGrone seems to have a bit of a funny side to her as well, but again, a bit tense, a bit wound up. Again, it's that anxiousness, the intensity of the situation. And then here's our main girl, Miss Schippers, one of my personal favorites, as I said before. She's trying to act all modest and everything, but I can tell that she loves the attention. It's understandable, but again, you can tell by the look on her face, she's also quite tense. Just trying to put on a brave smile, jumping around, trying to emulate the fact that, you know, she's having a good time. Miss Thompson, Elaine Thompson, I should say. Again, not too interested in looking into the camera, I don't know why. She seems to be more interested in just getting things done and over with, and I don't blame her. Not really making any direct eye contact. We've got Miss Asher Smith here, the Brit, lining up. Again, not too interested in looking at the camera and saying hi. She was more interested in just getting the race over with. And again, it's completely understandable, like, you know, I mean, these guys are athletes, not really TV stars. And we've got a woman from Bulgaria, Yvette Lalova Kolio. Stunning woman as well. I plan to do future videos of her as well. Ms. Kolio, I should say. And then we got Campbell Brown over here. Ooh, this lady looks like a tough one as well. She's quite close to the other Jamaican lady. The one with the flowers as a crown. Blowing a kiss, obviously. Anyone on this channel who's been watching some of the videos knows that whenever these athletes or whenever these role models blow a kiss, there are various other places that we prefer to have those kisses blown to, but unfortunately this particular race I think took place back in 2015, 2016 if memory serves me right. So I don't know if you can travel back in the past. That's quite the interesting tattoo that Miss Kolio, the Bulgarian, has over her belly button. I wish to commentate about that and talk about that in the future. But getting back into the race now, you can see that the athletes are lining up, getting ready, getting their footing ready. Cameraman could be doing a better job by lining up behind them in order to get the best out of them, best angles I should say, and they're off, as you can see. The 200 meters is not an easy, it's not an easy event. And the 400 meters, we'll forget about that. That thing will just kill you. It's a full-on 400 meter sprint. But as you can see, guys, there are two athletes that are clearly taking the, well, two athletes in particular that really took the head of that race. And as you can see, Miss Schippers is ecstatic. And the cameraman doing an amazing job coming out near the rear, getting a good picture. And as you can tell, Miss Thompson over here seems really, well, she kind of looks disappointed, but also exhausted as well, as Miss Schippers takes a seat. She's congratulated by the American athlete, as the cameraman takes a closer look at her. And you can tell Miss Schippers is ecstatic. You can tell that she's over the moon. I think she didn't even think she could do it. I think everyone was expecting Miss Thompson to take this one. But that was a very close one nearing the end. But all I can tell you guys is that as a fan of Miss Schippers, I'm always, you could say there's a bias, but I mean, she did break the record on this particular run, and Miss Thompson over there still sitting down there, looking a bit disappointed, but in the end she gets back up. And Miss Schippers over here seems to have found her feet again. Taking the shoes off, adjusting her attire, even though I don't think she needed to. I think it was perfect just the way it was. Miss Thompson, despite not getting the first place position, is still happy. Miss Schippers gets the gold. She gets back up. Now we're seeing more of the congratulatory side. So there you go, Miss Thompson got the silver. Like I said, it was very close. Obviously, Miss Campbell Brown was did get the bronze, but I can tell that it probably wasn't ideal. Unfortunately, the flags is covering up the best qualities of Miss Schippers. And even then, with that blow, like the way that she was blowing the air on her, I guess exhaling the way she was, you can tell that it was quite a tough run for her. I don't think that she would end up winning it the way that she did, and I think that she knew that it was going to be a real close one. But you can just tell at the final second how she started to close that gap. And what a race that was. That's slow motion doing an amazing job. Like I said, guys, unlike our other videos, these athletes, you know, especially when it comes to these track athletes, it's not always the best in terms of being able to get the best angles and the best positions for these athletes, but every now and again you do see quality shots, quality scenes being shot as well. And again, Miss Thompson over here, she's got a great future behind her, or bright future behind her I should say, as you would need to for a 100-meter runner. Miss Campbell Brown is getting quite emotional. Miss Schippers over here hugging a coach the way that we'd probably prefer to hug her as well and congratulate her, nice and tight, because if it's not tight it's not right. As you can see, her family over there congratulating her. Well, I hope it's her family. And that was the end of that video, guys. It was a rather lengthy one actually, but this is something that I felt like I needed to do because I have been a big fan of Miss Schippers for quite a while. But there we go, guys. This is Colorful Commentary, and I want to thank you guys for tuning in. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.